Welcome to the Elections Data Management System, part of the National Democratic Institute's Democracy Support Toolkit, DemTools. The National Democratic Institute is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization working to support and strengthen democratic institutions worldwide through citizen participation, openness, and accountability in government. I'm Christine Scholhorn, Program Officer in Information and Communication Technologies at NDI, and I'll be walking you through the tool today. The elections platform was developed to streamline the gathering and analysis of election data and simplify the process of information gathering by citizen observers. The election platform was originally designed to be used during a parallel vote tabulation, or PVT process, to monitor and assess an election. During a PVT, hundreds or thousands of citizen observers are deployed to a representative sample of polling stations across the country. During the observation mission, observers transmit data back to the election center, either in the form of text messaging, phone calls, or internet-based form entry. Typically, a data center would require intensive man-hours to verify data results coming in, aggregate and analyze those results, and identify gaps in information. The elections data system greatly reduces the complexity of this process. One of the greatest features of the election system is that it's designed to be reusable. Utilizing a platform called Docker, elections can segment and manage potentially hundreds of elections by creating new deployments on a single system, vastly lowering the cost of offering this system to partners and programs in the field. Now let's take a look at the tool. You can access the demo version of this tool by visiting elections.demcloud.org and logging in using the username and password provided on the splash page. Once we are logged in, we are taken to the dashboard section of elections. Here we see a top-level view of our observer data. Observer data is segmented into categories that reflect the checklist forms created for this deployment. Here we have 5 checklists: arrival, setup, voting, counting, and results. The pie graphs shown depict the completion of datasets by observers. Red represents the percentage of observers with missing information, yellow, partially complete information, and green, fully complete datasets. From the dashboard, we can get more detailed information on a checklist by clicking on the checklist, which takes us to a regional and then divisional breakdown of data. Locations, as well as forms, users, and events, can be managed through the admin dropdown on the right-hand side of the screen. By clicking on administrative divisions, we are taken to the screen that allows us to define the relationships and hierarchy between different location types. We can then upload all locations by location type into the Locations section accessed through the admin sidebar. Next, I'll show you how to build a form. We are now in the Create Form section of the Elections tool. From here, we can name our form, designate it as checklist or critical incident, and add in information about data validation and voter tags. Once we click Save, we are taken to the Form Designer section. In the Form Designer, we create all of the questions for the form, designate answer options for questions as multiple choice, numeric, or text-based, and create a 2-letter code to represent the question. This code is used by observers when they transmit question answers back to the election system. We are also able to organize and categorize questions as needed. Clicking Save enables this form in the system. It is now ready to receive responses from observers. We can view observer responses in the checklist section. In the checklist section, we see a breakdown of individual observer responses. Again, we are able to see information as complete, green, red, missing, or yellow, partial. And we can sort data by location, such as Alabama, or status. Here we can quickly see all observers with missing data, and then message those observers in bulk. A data clerk is also able to edit observer responses through the Edit button, which takes you to an overview of all the checklist forms assigned to this observer and allows you to input or alter observer data. Each form type, here we have checklist and critical incident, has its own tab and analysis section. Now we can see a breakdown of critical incident responses. Critical incidents are special reports submitted by observers which aim to immediately draw attention to and possibly trigger action on an egregious violation of election processes or laws. This helps facilitate a rapid response to major problems that affect the vote or shut down elections. If we want more detailed information about observers, or further options for bulk messaging, we can go to the Participants section of the tool. In the Participants section, we can upload a CSV file of observers with information such as phone number, affiliated organization, gender, or assigned polling station. We can filter by location, role, or organization, and bulk message selected participants. We can also individually edit participant information. Finally, in the Messages section, we are able to view all incoming and outgoing messages. The message strings we see here include a shortcode for each question, here MC, and a numeric designator for the response, 22013. We are able to view all incoming and outgoing messages. We can also sort messages by phone number or date received. If we are interested in further using our data for data visualization or integration with other tools, the Elections platform has a RESTful API that can be used to integrate with data visualization programming or web-based applications. The election source code is free and open source and can be cloned from NDI's GitHub account. If you are interested in an NDI-managed deployment of elections, you can contact the tech team here by emailing nditech@ndi.org. You can also contact us with any questions, comments, or suggestions you might have. Thanks for joining me today. Learn more about the Elections tool and the rest of NDI's DemTools for Democracy Toolkit by visiting demcloud.org.